Welcome back, guys, ladies and gentlemen, to week 2 of turning $50 into $1,000. Today we are going to be going over my trade ideas and the markets that I'm looking to operate for this week, so we could be able to turn $50 into $1,000. Last week we did not take no trades. We took one the week before. But last week we didn't take no trades. We had some good predictions, but we took no trades, so that's pretty good. So this week I'm gonna be showing you guys my thought process and breaking down the markets that I am interested for this week. So yeah, let's get started. Starting with Gbpaud. This is what I am looking at. So since we are in a bearish market, we have a daily lower high and daily lower low, and we could see that we have a daily fair value gap right here. We're right in between it. So my thought process is dropping down to the 4-hour. We could see the price was creating higher highs, higher lows, until we have this double top. Before we had this 4-hour bearish engulfing candle to the downside. Boom. This was what, Monday at 1 in the morning, which will be London session. Sorry guys, by the way, this is Tigre, this is Tiger. So say hey, Tiger. Yeah, this is Tiger, and we have Luna somewhere over there that she's just chilling. I guess he just wanted to say hi in the video. Yeah, this is my cat. It's pretty big, big boy. Yeah, go with it, man. All right, like I was saying. So we had this move last week, which we had this massive sell down, created a lower low. Now on Thursday and Friday we had the retracement up to the middle side of their daily fair value gap. So what I was looking for was this movement on this week, which will be Monday, so I could see the price. Price was reacting and couldn't break this part, which we created. For me, I'll say head and shoulder. I mean, not 100%, but kind of around there. So now we're having back the right, creating possibly the right shoulder before we continue having the move down. Like I was saying, around London session, 1 in the morning, which is pre-London session, so around 1 in the morning I saw that this, I was here. I was up until 11, 12, until 1. I went to sleep, and when I woke up I saw that we had this 1 hour bearish engulfing. We had the move sell down all the way down to London session. So what I'm looking for now in this pair is to have the retracement, which we're kind of doing now. Currently we have the retracement. I want to see into this 2-hour FPG before we continue with the move down. So we had the whole move down. So now what we are waiting for is a retracement to this 2-hour FPG, or you could say the 4-hour FPG also. This 4-hour FPG, which I have my alarm there in the middle, between the middle point, and I also have the daily 50% of the FPG, you know, the halfway mark. So what I'm looking now is for the retracement around this area, to see if I could enter into this trade to have the move down. So that's Gbpaud, which is my #1 pair for this week. So let's see what happens. Okay, so moving that. Next we have Euraud, which is kind of the same thing. It's kind of the same thing. Last week we created the daily lower low and the daily lower high. As you can see, daily lower high, daily lower low. We also have this area where price, uses resistance. So what I'm looking at also is price to have the retracement up on this area, which this is also the daily fair value gap 50% discount, as you will call it. What I am seeing is that price also was creating higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, until we had this 4-hour bearish engulfing candle. Same time around London session, we dropped down to the 1 hour. You could see exactly kind of like GBP AUD. So what I'm waiting for this one too is also I want to see the retracement back, which we are currently having now. We broke underneath this next structure, underneath this the next structure. We broke down, and now we're kind of gonna have to have the move up before we have the move down to continue with the trend, which are bearish. So that's that for this pair, which is pretty good. These are my number two pairs that am interested in for this week. If we enter this trade, we could have a good risk to reward at 1 to 4, pushing even in 1 to 5. If we go up to the daily, we could even break this, come back to all the way to this resistance area all the way down here, which could take the count into the 500s, possibly the thousands. So we just gotta wait and see what happens. So this is also my second pair that I am looking out. Just gotta see price come back to this area, see how it reacts, and then we continue with the week down. With the trend down. The next pair that I had an idea and was looking into it was this pair, AUD CHF, which already had the move, as you can see. Same thing. I saw the fair value gap right here, daily fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, and this is the 50%. I would say 50% discount. And I saw the price came in, tapped it around what time? Sunday 5 p.m. Because this was the sell on Friday from 9 all the way to 5, but price did come back and it did tap it on Friday. If you could drop down, you could see the price tapped it around what time? Exactly 5 p.m. Right now we would have been a 1 to 4, but yeah, this is kind of the move that's already gone. You could see the price is creating lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low. We were not able to create another lower low all the way down here, but we created another what would be higher low until we had to move up. So basically you can see the price created an upside down head and shoulders, with this being the neckline. What would be the neckline? Let me see. I'll say with this being the neckline around this area, because price came back and retested this area. We could also have entered here when we would this on Monday, London session 4 in the morning, but I will sleep. So you could say that this was a break to the neckline, a head and shoulder pattern, which now price is having to move up. Daily, we could possibly be creating simply is this before we have to move up. So what I want to see now is if we close above the last daily higher high, I would like to see for a retracement around that area before we have to continue move up, and I'm gonna be looking to enter around this area. Same thing, drop down to a very low time frame and be able to enter there. So this is my other option. I just gotta wait and see what price does. I wanna see what price let price show me its hand. For now the move is gone. That was technically the move, but the move is gone. Maybe it comes back and starts to reject, comes back one more time to the bottom side. My other pair that I had was Euraud CHF. This one is what I saw on the daily. I was also creating daily lower highs and daily lower lows. What I saw here was the price kept rejecting the 4 hour, as you can see here. Price kept rejecting from this 4 hour. So what I was waiting was for price to come back around to this area before having to sell down, but apparently price did not do that. Price started to have a massive bullish candle. With which one would it be? With New York opening. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. So I want to see how price reacts from this area. If we close above this last daily lower high, price could potentially change character and start to push up. That's what price might do, but who knows? We just gotta wait and see. But this is not my main focus. My main focus are the other 3 pairs that I have, which show really good potential. Next, I had which one would it be? This GBP NZD. This was another trade that I was looking. As you can see, price did change character in the daily. Price was continuing to make higher highs, higher lows. So this is what I saw in price. So dropping down to the 4-hour, I wanted to see price come back to this area, which it did, with Sunday opening around on this area. Had the sell off, and we hit down here, and this area of support and resistance. Every time price is underneath, it has a sell off. Price underneath has a sell off. Price underneath has a sell off. Price is above has the bullish run. So now I want to see what price does. But this is not my main focus. So this is just keeping in my watch list. Same thing with this one. This will be my what? This will be CAD JPY. I would like to see the price comes back out on this area before we have the continue move up. But this might not happen this week. So this is just a pair that I'm looking at. Next will be Euro SUD. Same thing. I'm waiting for price to come back around this area before it has to move up. Who knows? This is not 100%. And last one is last week's GBP USD, which price we missed the movement. We missed a really good entry, like I showed in my last video. I did not enter this. We could have had a 1 to 8 risk reward. That's pretty good. But now I just want to see what price does. If price comes back and continues to respect this area, I might go for another sell around this area before we continue to have them move down. So I just gotta wait and see what price does. Account still is at 67 with the only trade we took. When was that? The first week, or the first video? That's the only trade we took. So account's still sitting there. So, and we'll see if we could turn those $67 per probably to 120 or $200 this week. So now we just gotta wait and see, and stay tuned. Like and subscribe, guys. Thank you.